Big Sky Outdoors, powered by Town Pump, fueling your next outdoor adventure, is also brought to you by Counter Assault, your ultimate protection in the wild. By Montana Army Navy, get it, get out, and live it. The Outdoor Report is provided by Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. And Bob Ward's, everything outdoors, Montana style.
Hi, this is Joel from Big Sky Outdoors. I'm here with my son Sam. It's the second week of the general deer and elk hunt. We're in central Montana. We're looking for a buck. We also have some B tags. We can get a doe or a cow elk. We've got some friends hunting over east of us here. We're going to check in with them every now and then. So stay tuned and let's go hunting. Yeah, we've been out here glassing a little bit this morning and found a really, really nice mule deer buck way up on the hillside. Way too far to even consider taking any shots. You know, he's 800-900 yards away. But boy, he's a real dandy. Beautiful animal. A dandy buck. Well, let's go look around. It's getting a little warm hiking up this hill. Oh, we're gonna shed some layers.
We're over here in eastern Montana in the general rifle season. We're gonna go deer hunting today. So I got my son Justin, and then this is my brother Mike. And Justin got his first deer here last year, and so he's 13. And Mike, this is actually his first time deer hunting in Montana. So that's gonna be our goal today, is to see if we can get these guys a couple of big, huge bucks. Try to get situated so that we'll have the wind in our favor all day. That's probably one of the most important things that you can do in an area like this, because once you have the wind to your back, it's just gonna ruin your whole day. Because of where we're hunting, it's fairly flat, but there's a lot of coulees, and so we're never really gonna get into a spot where we can just sit and glass. So we're just gonna be hunting these coulees. We want to make sure that we're really careful of today is that we don't skyline ourselves just like that deer did. And so that's going to be crucial, because once you walk up onto a ridge and you're sneaking over into a coulee, if you skyline yourself, you're busted. And so there's some areas where we're actually probably going to have to get down on our bellies and crawl up over the top. And even if you have like something to your back, like the side of the hill, usually you're all right. When we get up to the edge, you guys don't talk, be super quiet. And you know, these deer have huge ears, so they can hear you walking a long ways away. So we just gotta be quiet. So.
Since 1953, Town Pump has proudly served our communities as Montana's best convenience store. Town Pump offers a huge selection on all your favorite products, and we're always expanding to meet your needs. This month's specials include Budweiser, Miller, and Coors 30 packs, just $21.99. Corn dogs are 2 for $2, and 32-ounce fountain drinks only $1. Town Pump is here to serve your community, so come visit Montana's best convenience store today.
Right down the road, pump it up, yeah.
So I've shot some birds and whatnot, but I'm never a big game animal. So it's exciting knowing that in any of these coulees there could be something hiding down, and you know, it's just it's a lot more exciting just knowing that there could be something anywhere we look.
Yeah, we spotted a nice little 4x4 muley buck over here, and we think he's right up over here in some brush, and we're gonna try to get to a better vantage point, go up and see if we can't make a stalk on him. Looks like there's some tracks right up this little gully here, and that is about where that buck we saw would have been moving. So we're gonna, and Sam saw something up above here when we first stopped over. It's amazing how deceiving it is from down where we first spotted this buck. It looks like it's pretty open, but you get up in here and it's pretty thick. Hard to see him, hard to jump him out. But we're gonna go back up around and try to get on his tracks. I suspect that this buck we were looking for made the slip on us and headed out that way. We're gonna head over this way just a little farther, just to kind of look over the country where we can see something. It's like this big. It's like a 2x2, like this big with a no. Young love.
Counter Assault, the original bear deterrent, has been made, developed, and scientifically tested in Montana for nearly 30 years.
Counter Assault is what I chose for my staff based on my personal experience, scientific testing, and is the only one that met all the expert recommendations. Spray time and spray distance are important in a bear attack, and Counter Assault has both. As an avid hiker, hunter, and outdoorsman, Counter Assault is my first line of defense in bear country.
Carry what the professionals carry. Counter Assault, Grizzly Tough Bear Spray. Look for the red can.
Army-Navy is your hunting headquarters. It's the best place around when you're serious about saving money on the things you need to go hunting. Knife sharpeners, wool gloves, backpacking meals, optics, socks, boots, insoles, stoves. Why, it's a virtual hunter's checklist. All name brands and all at fantastic savings. On Highway 2 in Evergreen and Highway 93 in Whitefish. MontanaArmyNavy.com.
Get out and live it.
Kicked up a couple moose, and then down in the very bottom, way down there, I can see a couple deer walking up the coulee, and then on the other side there's a buck bedded down in the brush. I can't tell how big he is because it's too far away. That bull's moving down. This is the spot where whenever I take people hunting to my spot, and especially if they're like new hunters or whatever, or not used to hunting in this kind of an area, I always tell them, this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna walk up here and we're gonna see a huge buck, and then you're gonna stand there and watch it run away. And they're like, why? And I was like, I don't know, you tell me. So it's happened almost 90% of the time. We'll walk up here, and it happened the last time when I took him, and we got up to the fence, and there was a big buck bedded down in the coulee right there, and the three guys that I had with me that I brought, that they were new hunters, they watched him run away. The time before, same thing, time before, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys don't watch him run away.
Uh-oh. Saw a couple of deer down there, and so a doe came up that little ridge right there, and so we're patient for a couple of minutes, and then we saw a buck that ran up there, and so me and Justin got ready, but we decided not to shoot it. But we also saw that big bull moose kind of ran up the other side of that, and it was pretty cool to be that close to a bull moose.
Just had some lunch, and we're walking across some land here that heads over to a ridge that I think there's a good chance we could find some elk over there. We're gonna go over there and wander around and maybe sit for an hour or so and see what we see. Crossing fences is the most dangerous thing about hunting. That and, eating too much. Now, we were just walking along through the woods here and came upon these really big grizzly tracks, and Very, very big old grizzly looks like, and that's why we carry bear spray with us. You know, never can tell. Let's go avoid this guy. Counter Assault has come out with a new product this year that's available to the general public. You can get it for about $15 at local sporting goods stores throughout the state. They're inert cans of bear spray. They look and feel and act just like a regular can of bear spray, but it doesn't have the pepper spray in there. And it's a great idea for anybody that's going to be venturing out hunting or fishing, berry picking, hiking, anything out in the woods where you might encounter a bear, to be familiar with how bear spray works. It's really cool. You can pop off the safety latch, pull the trigger, and get a feel of just how it works. Your hand kicks back just a little bit. You can see how the spray works and be real familiarized so that when you are out in the woods and you have to discharge one of these things at a bear, that you're ready for it and you know what to do. And remember, you want to spray low and to the ground and in a Z pattern so that the bear spray gets dispersed out in a wide fan, so that as the bear comes, is going to have a real good chance of getting it all in his face, slowing him down.
Big bear.
Find your next adventure at Bob Ward's Sports and Outdoors. Bob Ward's Sports and Outdoors, Montana style.
So we're on our way back to the truck, and we put on a lot of miles today, probably about 10 or 12 miles, I'd say, and everybody's pretty tired. We didn't see near as many deer as we thought, but we were also plagued with some other hunters that were unexpected, and that didn't help us at all. But, you know, that's why they call it hunting, and we had a good time, and our feet are sore, so, you know, we tried hard. But we're just gonna kind of camp out on one of these little knobs and watch the sun go down, and you never know, maybe we'll get lucky.
Here's this week's outdoor report by our friends at Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks.
Montana's charismatic hoary marmot lives high above the tree line in the alpine of western Montana's mountains. This challenging environment is one reason we know little about the hoary marmot.
It's a very limited window. They're hard to get to, and you only have a short amount of time to be able to study them. So there's not a lot of research that's been done.
To learn more, research student Ben Turnock spent the last 2 summers tracking and trapping marmots across western Montana.
Right now, we just don't know very much about how many marmots there are in each mountain range, and so we're hoping to use the genetic methods to establish whether or not the populations are inbred.
Using DNA research, Chernock is trying to determine if there is movement between a population of marmots in one mountain range to another. This is important for Montana's marmots because without new blood, the species could fade away.
The goal of this project is to really identify if these populations are isolated. And then once we know that, we can move forward with deciding about if there's future actions that need to be taken.
This research comes at a time when wildlife managers want to learn more about Montana's little-known species before it's too late.
Knowing how much genetic isolation or connection the hoary marmot populations have right now and the habitat that they need to stay in the mountains will help us in terms of an uncertain climate future.
I'm Winston Greeley, out among Montana's fish, wildlife, and parks.
We've had a couple great days of hunting. It's been fun to be out here with Sam. We weren't able to fill our tags, but we've still got 3 weeks left of the season. So stay tuned to Big Sky Outdoors. We're going to get out in the next couple weeks and fill our tags.